Good morning, everybody. Today we're going to be making something a little like this, where we're learning how to merge photos, where one, two, or more photos become one image. You see here I have an orange frog bird, and that sort of thing. And why we're doing this is because in our final project, you're going to be asked to do a photo merge that is going to be used for a album cover or a book cover. So my inspiration is, if I go in here, a very, very silly old old song by Walt Disney and character. This character is in Walt Disney World, and he's just basically a shill for for orange juice at Walt Disney. It's called The Orange Bird. So, silly little song. I'd make a cover for it. Little orange bird, little orange bird. So that's what I'm making this for. It's not perfect, but hey, it fits the theme a little bit with my orange frog bird. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting off by downloading the things that we need. So you can see here that we've got the frog, the bird, the orange. Those are our most important. Then we have background images and fonts. Cool. We are going to be making this in Pixlr. So let's get started. So I'm going into Pixlr, and I'm going to be in Pixlr E. Make sure that you are logged in. You should see your previous work here. If you're not logged in, then it's not going to save so that you can continue to edit in the future. So make sure you're logged in. I can see my work, so I know I'm logged in. My previous work. So I am going to create new. We're going full HD. All right. We're going to call this orange cover. This is a cover. And a CD cover is square. All right. So we are actually going to do 1080. Oops. 1080 by 1080. Okay. Pixels. So that's going to be our document size for our album cover. And that will make sure it's square. So we're going to hit create. All right. If you did not change that, you can always go to your ratio and type in the size that you want. Okay. The first thing that we need to do is to get in all of our photos. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be ignoring our tools over here. We're going to come over to the layers. We're going to add. You should download all of the photos first. And then we're going to add, little button in the layers, image. And I'm going to my downloads. And I'm just shift clicking to select them all and opening. And you will see that I have all of these opening up. You can do them one at a time though, and you can see each of them are in their own layer. Excellent. Now, now that we've got all of them in, we want to do a little bit of prep work in that we want to scale things down, make sure that they fit, all that sort of stuff. So you can see I'm zooming out. I'm using my scroll wheel. You can also use this to zoom in or zoom out or fit and fill. So that's the zoom. So if I use my regular selection tool, I can click on here and I can scroll out, see the corners. I could type in a width and height, or with fixed. Fixed is what I want to do because I don't want it to scale. I'm going to just scale it down so it's at least mostly on the page, all right? So, good. Now I want to go look at the other things. So I'm going to hit this check mark to just turn off the visibility. So check mark on the side. Great. Orange. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Excellent. And I can check mark that. Little bird. We're going to make that a little bit smaller so it fits on the page. Excellent. Check mark to make it invisible. This guy could actually be a little bit bigger. All right. My orange frog is going to come down a little bit in size. And that is it. So what I want to do is I want to bring any background photos to the bottom. So I've got my grass on the bottom and then the sky. And then I've got my bird. And oops, I need to bring my frog up. Okay, so, and then on the top, I want the orange and the frog because that's where we're going to start. So I'm going to make sure that all layers are turned off except for my orange and my frog. Okay. All right, so that is our setup. We've done making the document, importing the photos, and scaling them so they're about the right size. From here, the next video is going to be how do we merge photos together so they look the same.